everybody. This is Trader Max from Shogun, and we are here doing a live test from our StreamYards network as well as our Spaces. So we are just kind of hanging out. So you could join us in one of two ways. You could join us on our Spaces. Sorry, it's a little dark. I need to get my backlighting up here. We're still working on some of that, so I do apologize that we're here in the darkness, if you will. But we are going to be talking and doing a lot of things today, mostly about our network we refer to as the Anvil bot, Anvil Solo bot. Let me go back out to the front page so you can see it. There it is. If you're watching now, you're watching on StreamYards. We really appreciate it. We're just going to hang out here for a little while and see if we can kind of get anybody to come in and kind of work with us just a little bit here today. So if you are watching, you're watching over on either Spaces and or the StreamYards. I'm going to do a few things here. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Let me see if I can hear us on the other network. Let's see, let's pull up X. I probably shouldn't do it on this screen. Let's go to, because I can't copy it over there. Let's go over to Shogun Crypto, switch account. Looks like it says live Spaces. So we got Trader Max AF doing the show, as you can kind of see. And then we have the Spaces show here. All right, so you can hear me over there, which is good. And you can also hear me in the actual Spaces show as well. This test is, now I just need to have somebody else come in and see if there's an opportunity for us to, let's see here. Because I can also go into, can I also go into the system through my phone? Let's see. We are working on getting some help here. Got a lot of stuff happening, putting some things down. We shall see. Let me go into, let me get rid of that one just in case that's messing things up. All right. Over here, let's go on to X. Let's go on to, let's see, where's the chat at? Oh, that's why. Rex, good. Let's go chat, yes. A live test. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're still testing. Logistics here. What if I do this? If you're watching on StreamYards or in Shogun Crypto, if you want to pop over to Trader Max, which would be great too, and come into the space, I'd really appreciate the help. We are in Shogun Crypto right now. So if you are watching, you can also, there's bulls. Let's see here. Oh, he popped out of there. Deep fried. Dude. How you doing, buddy? Welcome to the show. For some reason, I don't know if it's getting rugged out or what have you. Fire chickens there. How you doing, Fire Chicken? I got to get you over. I don't know. I can't see in Spaces. In Spaces is having a small issue, it looks like. Even though that I am the host. Looks weird. I'm going to give you an invite, Fire Chicken. If you got time, I'm going to give you an invite to the show here so you can help me figure that side of it out. I'm going to message you in. There's that one. I just sent you there's Clutch. Now, for some reason, I don't know why the Spaces one is acting weird. So, I mean, I have the show here, but then in Spaces it's acting a little weird. It's like I'm not the host, but I am the host. Very unusual. Also, it's not the best, but I can try. Appreciate it. So trying to run StreamYards as well as a space doesn't seem to have worked out very well. There we go. Mr. Fire Chicken.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, how you been, brother? It's been a
Good.
minute.
I'm putting a bed together, but we can make this work.
Oh, that's pretty wild. All right, let me see here. So you're in the Spaces as well, right?
Yes, I had Spaces going on my phone, and I had the YouTube pulled up on my iPad.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
And
I'm in YouTube over there and Shogun. Are you able to hear me? You're able to hear me through here, of course, but you can hear me through the Spaces one as well. And
yes, I was hearing you
through
the Spaces. The YouTube was coming through just a few seconds.
There we go. I see now. So Egon, you're up here. You can. I think I got you for as a speaker. I don't know if you can. You're in the Spaces. I love you for that. Thank you so much. All right, cool. That is awesome. Now, if somebody could go and see on Shogun Crypto X Space, if you can hear Egon, we should be able to hear Egon because he's coming through my headset here as well, which all goes through my voice activator system. Well, they can hear you inside Spaces. That's pretty cool. But yeah, because the Spaces, I'm using Trader Max as the Spaces runner. There's a thumbs up for you for inside Spaces. And need to be able to hear them over on Shogun Crypto, if possible. And yeah, no. It's yeah, you'll see it'll have it running through StreamYards. So, oh, look at that! All those thumbs up for you. Great. Fuck, man, I cannot believe this worked. I finally figured it all out. It's been such a pain in the ass to try to get StreamYards and Spaces to run at the same time. I love the functionality of StreamYards, and I love this functionality of Spaces, except I don't like the rugging out part of Spaces. You know what I mean? So it's like always trying to figure this stuff out. So I wrote a code, and I'm using it. And then everything worked out. It's been great. Egon, how have you been, bud? Oh, no. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day.
So I can hear you, but I can't hear anything if somebody's talking in the Spaces.
Oh, yeah. So anybody who's inside Spaces with me, like Fire Chicken's inside Spaces with me, they can't hear anybody else from Spaces. So now that's the one pipeline I still got to figure out at that point. A little bit redundancy, if you will. So if you're inside the show, you wouldn't be able to hear. I don't know, because I think there is a lag in time from Spaces to the other side. So probably Fire Chicken, what you can do is go in, just be in the one that's in Spaces. You can have like Spaces on one channel, and then I don't know if it's like a delay. That's the big thing, how much the delay is. Really? Oh my God, that's so long. That's like latency periods. Wow. Yeah. So the page on the Space is actually StreamYards running. So there is a huge delay. That's like, okay. So that's weird. So you're hearing me in real time because we're connected through Spaces. Okay, good. Yeah. That's perfect. Well, that's basically what I wanted to be able to do. If you're watching in Spaces, or if you're in Spaces and you want to watch, you can head over to Shogun Crypto and watch the stream, or you can simply watch or listen into here. And this is what I was trying to do, Egon, is to get a Spaces activated system while running in StreamYards for the functionality and everything. Hearing you from that process is pretty good too.
Yeah, it sounds like on the YouTube side that I come through and you come through. But I don't think
you don't hear Egon coming through.
No.
So probably Fire Chicken when you can. So which is weird. Yeah, that's far. If you're listening like back history of it, I hear from like a minute ago. Yeah.
I was just trying to go back and see if I could hear his voice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
now I'm trying to see. Oh, you can. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm trying to see. Egon, this still does not count as our first official show for you and I. Like, we got to do a show together. Yeah. It's like testes. It's testes. That's all it is. Just touching the testes. That's all it is. Yo, touching the testes. Yeah. All right. So I think this was. You play Doctor on the TV. That seems like a very small space to be on. All right. So the main thing that I was trying to do with the Spaces today was just to talk about, just kind of come in and get the test done and do some screen shares and see how everything looks on the screen share stuff. As some of you know, I'm the owner of Shogun and Shogun Fusion and Anvilbot and all the great things that we've been working on. We've been through some trials and tribulations over the last couple of weeks, building out our network I just want to kind of show you guys real quickly what we have built here so far on the network for the Anvil bot, which is the volume bot, which most coins redify themselves into as something that they don't know how. I don't think a lot of people understand the power of a volume bot and a volume system to keep relevance to your chart. And when I mean relevance, I'm talking about things like on Dex Screener, when if you don't have 24 hours worth, of anything coming to the chart, you're going to show, it won't even show in Dex Screener, so that's something that's, let me add you up here. I need to connect there. Oh yeah, you still need to connect your mic. I think it's going to be a problem for you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you don't have a transaction that happens, like this is 20 hours, I'm still relevant, yay for me. But you need to have something that creates relevance, to keep your chart out there. So when people are looking your shit up, they see it, so volume bots out there like Fatality and other ones that are out there, all very, very expensive to buy into the network. We do have a cost to us. Here is the new site. Let me go to the front page. You can kind of see, very simple to sign up. You just go in, go to login. I'm already logged in. You'll hit sign up. Let me go to that's my admin. Don't look at the man behind the screen. You'll be able to come in. You'll be able to download. There's a free download. When I say free, I mean free. Like there's no extra cost to it other than the fees, which is really low. It's 0.5%. It's a 0.5%. Let's just be real. That's a 0.5%. We can't afford that, then we shouldn't be in this business. You download it. It goes to your desktop. Now, this is not something that we put online, and the reason why we didn't put it in like Telegram, like all those other places, is because we know how vulnerable Telegram is. We know how terrible Telegram is and all the scammers and shammers that get in there. And I was fighting every single day to get and fight away the scammers that were coming in to try to get access to the codes and do all this other kind of stuff. But because this downloads to your home computer and it builds the wallets there as well, it creates a secure system that the only way that somebody can actually hack your wallet is by going to your home and breaking in. So get a bigger dog or a bigger gun, something like that effect. We'll never connect your wallet history or wallet system, or we'll never have access to any of your wallets. So we can tell you when you make your wallets there and you get access to it, which I'll show you how to do that here in a second, to make sure you utilize that process of keeping it's your keys, your wallet kind of mentality. So once you hit download, it is going to give you a warning because we've applied for the Windows program certification for the eval, but we haven't gotten it just yet. It costs $300. We want to make sure that everything is on board. We do have the application in, but we have not received it as yet. But it is, I'm completely doxed. You'll see that I have a dojo in Morrisville, PA, and so I'm out there in the world. Check my profile out. But as you go to download, you'll download the system. It'll get to your computer, and it'll open up into a file sort of semi like this. You'll have the first time you'll be able to make a password. Remember that password. It's very important. Okay. There is a learning center inside the system as well, which you can kind of go to. You'll click on Learning Center, and it'll bring you down to how to get started. Video tutorials, advanced features. Wallet management, has everything written out, so you're ready for that process. Now, the big thing is that once you get in here, you have a couple things to look at. The first one, and if you're inside the Spaces, I really do appreciate you being inside Spaces, but if you really want to see the magic, if you want to come up and talk in Spaces, please do request. Let me give you a request. There's Steve Crypt. I'm going to hit approve for you. Appreciate you, Steve, being here. I'm going to be hot mic'd the entire time, so I do apologize if I overtalk. Just come out and talk if you need to. The process for the Anvil bot itself is drawn out in a format that I've talked to a lot of people about volume bots and what they do and how they do and what they wanted to see in the process. Inside, as soon as you come in, you'll see a notification system. You'll see a balance system in here. Of how many trades have been done, and there's a tracking system, but this is all on my computer. We do have a data sync that will come later on that does not include your wallet history or information. It only includes the trades and how many trades you have done at that point, so we can see different active strategies and how well they work. So let's break this down. What do we have here? Well, the first thing that we have is a token management system. Now, what does this mean? This means that I can put in the tokens that I want by just simply going to Dex Screener and grabbing the information. And then let me see if I can pull one over here. Putting the information in and putting the token add contract address in and hitting add token, and it'll show up. You see, I got Just Lotto AF and Shogun in here. And then we have three strategies. First is the DCA, dollar cost average. Everybody knows what that is. Come on, let's not be ridiculous, right? You know, dollar cost averaging into a coin or into a network is very powerful, especially if you want to protect it, if you don't want to hurt it. If you are going in and out, there's a lot of professional traders out there that swear by this method because it keeps it sweet and simple. I could go on for days about the DCA project and what it does, but you'll come in, you'll select your token that you want to DCA in or out with. You'll select the wallet. Now I'll go over the wallet history here and what this does. And then once you do, you'll come out, and if you're buying in, DCA in, or you're selling out. You already have the coin on and you want to sell some of it out. Super simple. You can set the amount. You can set the number of orders. So if you say 10,000 tokens and you say 24 orders or 20 orders every 12 minutes or however many it's going to be, you can actually set that all here. The frequency, you can do it that you want to have a trade happen every 2 hours if you want it in between, right? So if you had 10,000, you had 24 orders that you wanted to do over to every 2 hours, that'd be 48 hours to sell out your token. However much that would be. You could set the slippage, you could set the priority fee. I always set the low, right? If I can't get in for low, then I might as well not even do it. Once you hit create, it'll go to the front side. Ratio trading is one of my favorite ways to do things, of doing anything within our volume bot, because it creates a process to drive the bags up while selling or buying SOL and buying the coin itself and creating a bag of the actual coin. And then you can create a system that it reconciles over a period of so many trades. Again, selecting the coin, select the wallet, select the number of buys to sells. So if you have more buys than sells, your bag's going to increase. Okay, if you only did it one way, if you didn't do it round trip, which we'll talk about, that's how you would do it. You would buy, you'd have 4 buys, 2 sells, or 3 sells. Now, if you have 3 sells to 2 buys, this means that this bag is going to grow 33% every single cycle. So every 5 trades, the bag will grow 33%. Now, depending on your trade amount, the SOL limit is a very simple system. It has once you've created 10 SOL worth of volume, it'll shut off if that's what you wanted to create. So you can have this so where it won't go past that. Now, that's if you're just going in one direction, 3 sells or 3 buys or 2 sells. And it just keeps doing that all the way up to a point. And once you get to 10 SOL limit, it's done, right? Now, if you have that in your wallet, great. If not, then you can create a whole system between it we call the round trip. And what this means is that it's going to do, if I click on this, you'll see it drops down and gives me a little integer here that I could put something in. And I'm going to put 3. That means that this will go 3. It'll do 3 buys, then 2 sells. When it gets to all 5 trades being done, that'll consider it 1 cycle. So this will go 3 cycles, and then what it'll do is that it will reverse it, and it'll do 2 buys to 3 sells. This will be selling the bag off 33% each cycle. Why does this do this? Well, because we want to reconcile the trade and come back down and where we're selling it off. And in most cases, if SOL's going up or SOL's going down, depending on how much, it'll increase the value of the overall bag. Sometimes as SOL is going up and you're coming down, it'll sort of break even. Sometimes if SOL is going up and you're going up, you'll find yourself with more SOL in there than you started with. That's why I love ratio trading. We do that because we want to keep activity to the chart. Now, we do have some things we're still holding back. This is an MVP, minimal viable product. And I like to fire things off like this because it's very important. One, we wanted to work on the security, which we did. There's no way that anybody is going to come to your house and hack your stuff. Maybe they will. There's a 99.9999999, so many nines I can't even count, that if somebody does do that, that's the only way they can get to your stuff, or you drop your wallet address out there. We'll talk about that here in a second when we make the wallet. So that's ratio trading. Bundle trading is a little bit different. It has almost the same variance, but not. This is like Fatality and other bots that are out there where it will do 3 buys total. And then whatever the 3 buys equals, you can also do it 1 buy. Now, most of them out there have it to where you could do, if you do a 1-to-1, that's not really that indicative. You usually want to have 2 or more, right? So every 2 buys, they'll be random. So you'll set your random amount in between 0.05 to 0.15, but you can set it to anything. And then simply start it. You know, you can set the interval every 30 minutes. It does this particular thing. And then what that'll do is that it'll put it all into one purchase, minimizing the fees, and reconcile it immediately. So if let's just say there's one buys $1 and the other one is $2, that equals 3. The sell would be $3, and it will reconcile it all at one time and still show in the chart. I like this in a way only when I'm trying to create this as a process that I have a ratio strategy or DCA strategy happening as well, to kind of make stuff happening in between the trades. So there is a lot of strategies that you can have. We can also create a delayed strategy, almost like a ratio trading strat, by using the delayed side to where it'll do it over a period of trade. So if I have 2 buys and you say, I want this to happen every 30 minutes, it'll do 1 buy at 30 minutes, the second at the hour, and do the sell at the hour-and-a-half mark to reconcile all trades. Now, bundle, there's more in-depth stuff that's out there. That's here. Trades and volume, super easy. Every single trade that happens through the system, it will track. And it'll be on your home database, all within your system. This doesn't take up very much room, and it doesn't take a lot to compute through the system. So Android devices will be able to hold this as as soon as I get my new development Mac machine here from my other studio. I'll be developing the Mac portion of this as well, so you could use it on iPads and Mac machines as well. Later on, data syncing will come. I'm reluctant to do it just yet because I want to test all the features here to make sure security was good. We've gotten security down, especially after the Shogun Fusion system. It's crazy. But now one of the pieces of resistance, which I really love, is the wallet network. And why this is so powerful, because everything's sightseeing here for you, right? Even though that I'm streaming, you can't really see anything too crazy. You know, I have first 6, last 6. But you can click on the buttons and copy the whole thing. You can export your private key for every single one of these. This is not, we never hold any of this stuff. I never have access to any of it. We're also joined with Turnkey Wallet Structure Systems, which is high security. Doesn't cost me anything to do it this way because we have a partnership now in the network. I've worked with them now for a little bit, and we are making great strides for wallet security. You can also import an existing wallet that you have out there. Let's say you like Phantom, you don't want to trust any of this stuff, which I don't blame you if you don't, and you want to import your own, then you can do that. But again, if you're going to not trust the generated wallet, then you don't want to put your keys inside this wallet either. That's what you would need here. You would have to import your private key into this network as well. So you can do that if you already have a wallet that you wanted to utilize, but have great trust and be very, very careful. As we go down, the withdrawal system is very strong as well, because you can simply click withdraw and it'll withdraw the system how much you want. If I click on withdraw here, it's going to ask me how much I want, and it's going to give me the destination wallet. All right, now nobody can get any of this information unless they have access to your database here on your computer. Okay, so that's the beauty part about this. You can also rename the name of the wallet here very easily, so you can track it while you're making your trade. So you know one's your high wallet and one's here it says main, but we can change the name of that. Finally, in the settings, super easy. Your hardware ID is trapped and encrypted here. This is the only thing that gets sent to me on my side to show me for tracking for licenses, right? And even then, they can't track you get back to your license because it's all encrypted. They would have to have your actual physical IP address. This is not what this is. It's an encrypted thing that the computer, the program does to mask who you are. I only know you as a number, which is good because I don't want to know who you are. I want you to be and have that anonymity. When I say it is free, it's free for the majority of people that come to me, only paying the 0.5%. But if you want to have more in the system, like you can use this system right now. I have a lifetime activity, so mine's Shogun, so it's a full lifetime. But if you only wanted to have one DCA, it's free. For everybody else out there that's helping me test, I'm going to give you a lifetime system in here. This is $9.99. Now, this is only a number, right? But the actuality is once we start getting up there and really getting into this, there will be costs for running this stuff. RPC takes a lot of money to run, and that's what this system does. Uses an RPC system that connects to the web or connects to the blockchains, and that always costs. But I'm willing to help a lot of people try to make to this, and if we're making money, then I can afford to pay that. It also keeps my prices down as well. I think at this time I've babbled enough. Does anybody of my testers or people that were here helping me, do you have any questions? Perfect. I don't know what happened. Yes, I've tried to keep it straightforward because things can get convoluted, as you know. There is a lot of people out there that have made great programs, but they're always really stuck in, you know, how much money they're making and all that kind of stuff. And I never know the security of it, right? That's why I was like, how do I make a system that has a security system in it and protects it and kind of makes it work? And I think I've sort of nailed it here with this process. But again, I appreciate you guys coming in and help me test this little dual stream and let me ramp on this just to kind of create the video. I've been recording this as well so I can make a little stream video. Nobody can hear you. Oh, okay, so that's what I was testing. See, so right now everybody's like, what is this? Right. Well, you're not. Well, I got to figure a way on how, because yeah, it's supposed to on the screen share, like when I'm screen sharing with you, it's supposed to transfer volume, right? But it's not, and so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I got to find it. I think it is like when I toggle my screen to, let me see, stop sharing. I'm going to share again here. Let's see here. Boom. And where is my share screen at? Share screen. It is a toggle. Also share tab for that process. And oh, that's why. There it is. All right. Go ahead and say something now. I bet you show up on the stream now.
There you go. Hooglish, yeah. Baby. Edmo, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me on the space.
Edmo Nayev.
And it may take a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, we can hear you on the space, but I think there is a process here. Let me go over to Shogun.
I know I wasn't able to hear myself through this space like I listened to it on the work computer. My voice definitely didn't come through. I know I wasn't able to hear myself through this.
Yep, there it is. That was it. That was the piece de resistance. I said that twice in a show. Holy fuck. So now they can hear you, Egon. I really do appreciate you coming in here and helping me test in the process. I got to get a hold of Fire Chicken. I feel bad because I completely like let him down on that process, but to come in and get some stuff going. So Egon, do you actually go into do you do DCA when you trade in? Is there any time that you ever use DCA? Oh, I think I lost him.
Sorry, were you talking to me? My boss came in. I had to go on mute.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I forgot you're still at work. No, I was just asking if you do DCA. I'll wrap up the stream here. Okay, that's cool, Google. All right, thank you very much, Franco. I appreciate you being in there and helping me figure stuff out. We are going to be going into, I use the YouTube one because it automatically records everything we've done. Now that I have that set up, I know where everything is at. We'll be starting to do our shows here regularly at 1 p.m. Saturday, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. 4 days a week, we're going to be doing shows here about the AnvilBot and how we're trading it. I do want to show you, because in our old system, we had, it's something we call the speed of max, right? I'm going to go down here. I'm going to show you how quick I'm going to delete these ones here. I'm going to remove. Okay. I'm going to remove. Okay. And I'm going to refresh. See, there it is. I want to show you how, and I want to pull this up here. We're going to put one right here, and we're going to put one right there. And so you can see how fast this thing works. Did I do this right? No, that's the app side, right? Okay. So here's the last trade has been done 20 hours ago. I'm going to pull this one up here. Okay. And we're just going to come in and do a, let's see, ratio trade. We're going to select, we're going to do Shogun. Once you have it all set up, let me choose my high wallet. We're going to do 3 to 2 buys. We're going to do, let's not try to kill everything. We're going to do 0.2. The lowest you can do is 0.001. We're going to do soul limit 10. We're going to do at 1 minute intervals. And we're going to check low. We're going to do round trip, and we do 3 of them. And we're going to hit create ratio trading. We're going to hit OK. Come back to here, and we're going to hit start. Ooh, I may have double tapped. And I don't know if you've seen that, but it immediately was there. So within like 3 seconds from here, the old systems with Telegram, it had to go through Telegram, it had to go through RPC, it had to go through like all these things. It was usually like a minute. This is seconds. And it's very, very responsive. And it tracks everything. If you come back in and hit refresh, you'll see that it did 1 total buy, 1 trade. If you go over to trades and volume, you'll see that the trade is there. You'll see that it's working. You'll be able to troubleshoot. You'll also be able to itemize, find out how much volume you have gotten. Here's the last day, total trades 34, last week 1,000, last month, because we're only running this one for the month so far. This is, I think, our 3rd week that we've been running. And we said we've done 503 trades. Now, originally, we put in, I think it was like $20 into this process. So it's got quite a bit in there right now. If I go to the wallet and it loads the wallet for the high, we're about 92,000 Shogun in it. So we got 0.29 in SOL. So it was $25 on originally with all the dropping of SOL up and down and all that stuff. So now it has 0.29 plus the Shogun. So it can make money. And that's the thing that I'm really excited about, is there's not an exact science to it all, but the process is that it does move. You can see it's still working in its solution here, very strong. So if you do get a chance and you want to come and help me test, if you're watching the program, if you're watching the system right now, if you reach out to me and you go over to Anvil. Sorry, I went to the wrong one here. If you go into anvil.shoguncrypto.com, you can even go to the main site of Shogun Crypto. Let's see if I can pull it up. Oh, because we don't have a dashboard over there, silly boy. You come over here to services, you go to Anvil Solo, and it'll bring you right here. Okay. You sign up for your free trial. And if you help me test, if you help me work out any of the bugs, you're helping me with that process, please feel free. I'm going to give you a lifetime, a Shogun lifetime, where you can have DCA strategies, out the yin yang, bundles, 20 wallets, all that stuff in the process. But if you just want to use it for free and you don't want to bother with me, that's okay. You'll just always keep the Ronin, right? And you can start free. It'll bring you, create an account, super easy. You'll get a little email. We're not going to email you a bunch of times. We're just about trying to get the information there. And so you can have security logging in. Everybody else, thank you so much for being here. If anybody has any questions, please put them in the chat. You can reach out to me in DMs on Shogun Fusion or Shogun Crypto in that process. But while you're all here, for one last little final thing, I wanted to kind of show you and let you know what actually physically happened with Shogun Fusion. And we are still there. We are still here. All your stuff is safe over on Shogun Fusion. The process there for Shogun Fusion is that we made this website. I built the UI and the UX, and I had a partner who was building the back side of it. Well, the partner and I kind of fell to odds because there was some creepy shit going on, and I didn't like it. And stuff wasn't being done to the speed of max. And I'm not saying that I'm an asshole, but I can be an asshole. I understand. But I also Shit in this world does not work by, yeah, I think I'll get it done maybe in a couple of days kind of mentality. This is the speed of crypto. You got to be quick. You got to be fast. And there's too many tools out there now to make stuff fast. And they weren't working fast enough. We started in February and it wasn't gotten until April. And then there was a lot of bugs and there was a lot of stuff. And I kept on fighting them. And every time I would say anything, their hand was out. The partner left. He left it with his organization called HugoByte. And they just left it with bugs. So many bugs. It wasn't even funny. It's like finally getting the home back that you rented out to somebody that you're having built, and they sent it back with cockroaches, right? So it was tough. So if you have NFTs on the system, they are safe. If you need to, you want to move them off of our system, they're not even on our system. If you have bought NFTs, you can still see them here, or you could take it over to OpenSea, make an account over there. Super simple. They're not really about transferring. You can list them for sale there. Here, we're still we're not letting anybody make offers yet. Starting on Monday, I start the operational control to bring this all back after we meet with some other people within the community. There's Baby YOLO. There's a few other artists that are in it. Dante, a few others that are in that process that I'm going to be talking to and getting what they want from this system, and if there's anything that we can do, because now I'm the solo dev. I build everything in there. We had a big, huge bug system in the system, and I fixed it, and we got everybody's money returned, and that took a week. So I've been taking a little hiatus from this to build out everything else. So if you have any questions, and if you have NFTs out there and you have them on the system, don't hesitate to DM me, and I'll walk you through it. It's so stupidly simple. If you need to get them off here, if you want to sell them, don't think that they're stuck here. Lastly, you may not see them in your Phantom wallet because it's not a system for us. It's a system through Phantom, because even like OpenSea and others, you won't see them through Phantom because Phantom doesn't like the MPL type of NFTs. They just like the old systems. MPLs are newer. So that's what it comes down to. I appreciate everybody's time today. Egon, thank you so much. I know that you took your life in your own hands here being at work. I do appreciate you coming in and helping me test. But I really do. There's Massimo. He's awake. What's up, buddy? Everybody always talking about if you're sleeping or not, Massimo. I don't know what's going on with that. Too funny. All right, Egon, I know you're at work. I do appreciate everybody. Definitely reach out to me if you have an interest in helping. Let's see what he says. I'm still using the TG one from time to time. Like pleb, haha. yeah, definitely don't use the old ones anymore. We're closing them all down. I was keeping them open. So if you do have money in there, make sure that you get them out. We'll be putting an announcement out. The previous programmer also had his fingers in there, so we've locked him out. We've locked him out of everything in that process. So if you are using the old one, definitely stop. But I appreciate everybody. Thanks a lot, Egon. We'll talk to you all soon. I'm Trader Max. This has been a Shogun test, which came out to be, we got all worked out thanks to Egon and a few others. Thanks to Clutch and everybody else for popping in. Massimo, everybody. We'll see you next time. And as always, live well.